let's get into 5 times that people thought that the Patriots dynasty was over. I don't know how many times I have to explain to people that the dynasty isn't ending, but here we go again. We had one this past offseason, so I felt required to do so. The first time people thought the dynasty was over, SpyGate. When the Patriots were disciplined for filming the Jets' defensive signals, they were turned in by Eric Mangini. That is the first time I've said that name without just a grimace on my face for the past decade. Belichick was fined $500,000. The Patriots were stripped of their 2008 first-round draft pick, even though it was well known that other teams did the same thing about this. And we even have Bill Belichick giving us a great quote about SpyGate. Take a listen.
The guy's giving signals out in front of 80,000 people, okay? So we filmed him taking signals out in front of 80,000 people like there were a lot of other teams doing at that time too, okay? But forget about that. If we were wrong, then we've been disciplined for that.
That's clearly not trying to do everything you can to stay on the side.
Guy's in front of 80,000 people. 80,000 people saw it. Everybody sideline saw it. Everybody sees our guy in front of 80,000 people. I mean, there he is. So it was wrong. We were disciplined for it. That's it.
So there you go. He admitted that they did something wrong, but also was able to admit the dude is standing in front of 85,000 people, and we're getting in trouble for recording him. Anyone could have done it. You could have had a scout from another team sitting in the stands recording this dude out in the open with all of their defensive signals. So that ended up being a complete bust, though it started the whole Patriots are cheaters things, even though multiple teams have been given notice about doing it since then. But let's get to number 2, and it was when Tom Brady tore his ACL in 2008. So this is obviously when the Patriots were coming off an 18-1 record in 2007. Chiefs safety Bernard Pollard takes a cheap shot at Tom Brady's knees. Brady misses the entire 2008 season with that torn ACL. They probably would have gone undefeated, if not got close to undefeated again that season. That was one of the best rosters of modern-day NFL history. The defense was stacked. Randy Moss was coming off the best wide receiver season in NFL history. Wes Welker was fully healthy. The Patriots' offensive line was fully healthy as well. And, of course, they lose Tom Brady in week 1. Though the team still went 11-5, Matt Castle ended up getting millions of dollars from that one starting season. Brady did return to health in 2008, and the franchise took a little bit of a dip before re-emerging in the Super Bowl in 2014. So, you know, the ACL injury, it definitely hurt the Patriots dynasty and what they were able to do in the late 2000s, but it didn't end up hurting them that much in the long run. All right, let's get to number 3. Deflate Gate. Now, we all know this because it made the ideal gas law a household term. The investigation also gave us from Ted Wells more probable than not that the balls were deflated. Apparently, a ball boy took them into the bathroom, poked a couple holes in the football so that Tom Brady could grip the ball better, even though the Patriots scored more points in the second half of the game than they did in the first half against the Colts, and they blew them out anyway. So I guess that was really a thing, but it also gave us a lot of fantastic clips of people talking about deflated footballs and the ideal gas law. Take a look.
Happened during the course of the game to potentially cause a deflation. Well, we go to the ideal gas law, okay, which is PV equals NRT.
Why would he take a bag full of balls into the bathroom with him? I mean, nature calls right then.
He takes his responsibility seriously. Yes. Don't let these out of your sight.
I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert in footballs. I'm not an expert in football measurements. I'm just telling you what I know. Would not say that I'm Mona Lisa Vito of the football world, as she was in the car expertise area.
We know how much Bill Belichick loves Mona Lisa Vito, but look, the entire Deflategate saga was a complete crap show. Everyone was talking in circles about the ideal gas law, and Bill Belichick has to hold a press conference talking about deflated footballs. A gigantic waste of time for everyone involved. You missed out on 4 Tom Brady games, and they might have even taken away a possible MVP trophy from him as well. A completely ridiculous phenomenon that ended up being completely false, admitted by the 2 reporters that put it out there in the first place. But we're not going to get into that anymore. Just kind of goes farther into ESPN wanting the Patriots dynasty to die. But Patriots Report is presented to you today by Mizzen & Main, the most comfortable dress shirts for men made with performance fabric. I'm actually wearing one right now. This is the most comfortable dress shirt I own by a long shot. Head to comfortable.af so that you can wear one of the best shirts that you'll find anywhere. You don't need cotton. You don't need to throw them in the laundry. Just get a Mizzen and Main shirt today. No ironing needed. Comfortable.af to get your Mizzen and Main shirt today. All right, let's get to number 4 for the number of times that the dynasty was over. How about halftime of Super Bowl 51? So the Patriots go into half down 21-3. Tom Brady just thrown a pick 6, and then the Falcons took a 28-3 lead with about a quarter and a half left to go in the game. The Patriots proceed to score 25 straight points to force overtime, and then we all know what happened in overtime with the toss to White, dives to the end zone, and wins the Patriots the Super Bowl. An amazing, amazing game. The greatest comeback in the history of sports, the greatest comeback in the history of football, the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, everything under the sun. You will never see anything like this again. One of the greatest sports moments of all time, and also one of the greatest choke jobs that we've ever seen in sports as well. I remember halftime. I was on the board where everyone was like, oh, this is the end for the Patriots. This is it. They're going to get blown out. They're going to be irrelevant. Instead, you know, they win the Super Bowl and end up making it back to the Super Bowl the very next season. All right, let's get to our last time that people thought the Patriots dynasty was over, and this just happened. It was the Jimmy Garoppolo saga when Belichick wanted to trade Brady to start Jimmy G. Then apparently Brady caught wind of it and threw a fit. This was a whole to-do, and it all started with this guy, Seth Wickersham, who posted this wild story on ESPN saying that Robert Kraft told Bill Belichick that he needed to trade Jimmy Garoppolo to make Tom Brady happy. So Jimmy Garoppolo ends up getting traded to the 49ers for a second-round draft pick just so Tom Brady can end up playing another 5 years at the NFL, even though he's already 40 years old. And then somehow Rob Gronkowski got dragged into this whole mess because all this is apparently Gronk's fault, and he's feuding with Bill Belichick. Everyone hates Belichick. Everyone hates Tom Brady. The Patriots dynasty is ending. Call on the Wolves. It's over. The AFC is wide open. And yet we stand here today after all that, and nothing's changed at all. Bill Belichick's still the coach. Tom Brady's still the starting quarterback. Rob Gronkowski's still the best tight end in football. And the Patriots are far and away the favorites to win the AFC again this year. So all you lucky Patriots haters out there who keep praying for the Patriots dynasty to end, too bad. It's not going to yet, and it probably won't for the next couple of seasons. But I don't know from you guys, how much longer will the Patriots dynasty last? I've said that it's on its way down, which is fine. It was going to end eventually. I think its final year is not going to be this season, but next season. I believe the Patriots have 2 seasons left of dominance before the decline starts. Gronk will probably retire after 2 years more of football. Maybe Belichick hands the reins over to McDaniels, and maybe Tom Brady finally decides that his family is more important than football. But we'll see. Still a long way to go with this Patriots dynasty and what Tom Brady is going to be able to bring to the NFL. But that's going to do it for me today. You can follow me on Twitter @SportsTeam for all of your Patriots news and updates. But for now, we'll see ya.